Tamily. It is time for our 91st Ask Tamily interview. And our guest today is going to be Jen. She is, her Instagram handle is jbg_tam. And she will be joining us in a moment. Of course, we have some questions planned, but live questions are the most fun. And it's Ask Tamily Happy Hour. So, if you want to participate in our giveaway, you have to post a picture or video with your beverage of choice and the hashtag Ask Tamily Happy Hour, and then we will be drawing a name randomly for a Tamily swag bag. So, you need to post by the end of the interview because you were supposed to post beforehand, but if you didn't do it yet, we'll give you another chance. And I see Jenny, so let's have her connect. Oh, my drink is so good, in case you all are wondering. Oh my goodness. Hi!
What's up?
How are you, lady?
Am I cut off? I'm good. How are you?
You look phenomenally gorgeous and perfectly off-center in the frame.
Am I off center? I definitely don't look good, but I sprayed my hair cover, and I put on like kind of makeup for the first time in a really long time, like probably a month. So yeah, this
Me
is
too.
a big improvement over what.
This is like spray paint in my hair right now. So, since this is Ask Tamily Happy Hour, what are you drinking?
Well, I'm actually going back and forth. I started with red initially. That was my initial play. But then I ordered a ceviche from a local restaurant here, and it was like fire. The jalapenos were crazy. So I quickly switched to an unfiltered white. So I have both. I'm cooling my mouth down, and then I'm going to go back to my red, which is my standby. Yeah.
Well, I want to share with you that we have a little guest for our interview. It's Nicole.
Yay. Hi, Nicole. Cheers. I'll cheers you with my red for that one. Cheers.
All right. So, cheers, Tamily. Everyone, cheers. We're going to have to screenshot that later.
Mm-hmm.
And if anyone is wondering what I'm drinking, this is Fireball.
Oh, my. Yep.
And honey Jack Daniels.
Yep.
What's 7-Up?
Not playing around. Okay, good. I like it. Serious business.
So now we need to get to your interview.
Okay.
So I would like to know when you started with the Tracy Anderson method.
So I was thinking about that, and I try to like go back in my my memory files, but also like in pictures. I think probably around the time of my wedding. So like 2006. I don't know if the DVD was out then, but I know that I started with like a cardio and maybe is my music too loud?
No, it's good.
Okay, good. I started with a cardio and then definitely the mat. And I kind of just stayed on the mat forever. And I remember that I had a personal trainer at that time. And I went into the gym and like showed him, I made him watch the video, and I was like, or the DVD, whatever. I'm like, I'm dating myself. I'm like, I want to do this. Like, I want to do these kinds of moves. And he's like, what? But then he was actually pretty cool. And he was like, okay, if that's what you want to pay me for, then fine. So he kind of went with it. So I had like an unofficial trainer, a guy who was like had watched the DVD too and was like making me do the moves. So that was like my kind of initial, I guess my initiation with Tracy.
That's amazing. I really didn't even know it was back to 2006.
I think it's pretty crazy. Yeah, I'm definitely weird like that. Like if I think I'd heard somebody talking about it maybe in New York or something, and that she was training Madonna, and I was like, okay, because I just watched Madonna lean out. Like she was this, hulky, bulky person. I mean, obviously fit as can be, but I was too, because I was a gymnast for so long. And so I was looking for a solution to like debulk myself. So when I saw Madonna slim, I was like, okay, I need to find out what she's doing. So I had some connections in the biz. So I was like, what is the deal? And then I heard about Tracy. So not real connections, but people in the know. Back then. So anyway, yeah.
So have you ever been to a studio or a Vitality Week?
I've been to a Vitality Week, and you know that, Suzanne, because that's started at you. Yeah, I went to the Vitality in Charleston, South Carolina, which happens to be where I live. And so that's where I met you, obviously, and Nicole and Ashley and Lauren and Aga and Jenny and Kristen. And I mean, literally I could go on, like all the girls, just everyone. So Laura, Florida, I mean, they're all in my brain. And I hate not saying somebody's name because that always sucks. But you're all up here and I love you all. So yes, that was like the
love
best
you too.
experience. I loved it. Yeah. And I feel like we've all been girls ever since. So
definitely.
yeah.
So Nicole, do you have a question for Jen?
Well, yeah, I love the silly questions. So let's start it off with two truths and a lie.
Two truths and a lie?
Yes.
Oh gosh, was that on the sheet? Okay.
Truth and a lie.
Okay.
We'll wait till the end. Maybe, I don't know, Suzanne, you can do this part, but yeah. Two
Okay.
truths and a lie.
So yeah, you tell us two truths and a lie, and then maybe we'll ask a couple questions and people can guess in the chat and we'll come back to it.
Okay. Oh gosh, wasn't prepared for this. I have, let's see. I have at one point in my life had 10 dogs. I have been to Israel, and I have been in an off-Broadway show. Oh wait, okay. Gosh, we're gonna have to start. This isn't good at all. Okay, wait. You're gonna have to give me time to think, and I'll come back to that. Okay. I just ruined that because those are all true. Spoiler alert.
Now you can't use any of them.
I know. I'm gonna have to start from scratch. Yeah, I'll start from scratch. I'll have to think on it. That'll have to be like towards the end of the interview.
Okay.
Whenever. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So Nicole, are you saying something?
I ruined that one.
Since I know this is on the list, have you ever converted anyone to TAM, even just for a short amount of time?
Yes. So I did the Got You Back Girl challenge, and I converted my bestie Andrew through the challenge. He was really good with the arms. He even did some dances, and he didn't like the floor work. It wasn't his thing, but he could really just work up a sweat with the arms. And he even did it in his robe, and it's on his Instagram for all the world to see. And I also have recently, I have had one of my other girls here doing some of the workouts with me. She is not completely sold yet, but I'm still working. So I feel like if you don't have that kind of like not that like, you don't have to have a dance foundation, but I feel like if you've never done any kind of sports or dance or anything like that, then you can definitely feel intimidated when you see it. So you're like, huh. But after like just a few short run-throughs with her, she's already grasping it. And then, she's starting to see how fun it can be. So, yeah. So yes, kind of. For a short while, at least.
If you started the workout in 2006, when did you discover the Tamily on Instagram?
With the Got Your Back Girl.
Okay.
That was when. I don't even, did it exist before then? I don't know. I think like maybe, no, that was definitely when. I think that was the first. I remember hearing or seeing the challenge, and I was like, okay, like I'm not a put myself out there kind of person on social media at all. So I was like, meh, but I did it. I didn't film myself. I'm not good at that part, as you know. But I did my as the best I could do. So
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, when was your most recent workout post?
Were you gonna ask me that, Suzanne?
I was gonna ask that.
Okay. Yeah. So I am not a big workout poster. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I start to record myself and then I'm like, I just like to be in the moment. Like, I don't like to be recording myself or worrying about what I'm looking like. And I don't know, it's not my jam.
Yeah.
And
Well, I like to interview a variety of Tamily members. So some like to post every day.
Yeah.
Post occasionally. Some don't post for 3 years, like you. But
I mean, maybe one day I'll post, but like, I just, yeah, I don't know. A lot of my people that I worked with ended up following this account, and then I don't know, awkward sauce. They don't need to see that. So I'm trying to actually right now separate like two things. I'm going to do that soon. Like where I separate those peeps to my other account, like my personal account. So yeah, maybe one day it's going to just happen. You're going to log in and there I'll be.
Well, the point is, not everybody has to post their workout, but they can still be interviewed by Ask Tamily.
Yep, proof positive right here. Here I
am. So tell us who in the Tamily inspires you.
Oh gosh. I mean, so many people. You inspire me. You make me, when I see your workouts at like, 2 a.m, I'm like, okay, Suzanne's doing it at 2 a.m. I'm definitely going to get up at 6 and do it. I know that's not your jam, but, you inspire me. I mean, so many people, I don't know. I hate saying people who inspire me because then again, I'm like, there are other people who, there are so many people who inspire me, even people I don't know. I just like see them. And again, I think there are a lot of like lurkers who are really great Tamily members who just aren't like, posting stuff every day. So you're not as known, but you're still probably inspiring people just for like working out and getting it done, like getting in there. And so, I mean, I love you guys. I love all the people I went to the Vitality with. I think so many people who I didn't go with or who can't go to a Vitality are super inspirational too. Jen Felice is one of my good friends. I haven't been to a Vitality with her, but she inspires me just because she's like super consistent with this workout and literally, and she doesn't post, but she's like the biggest supporter and just super on it. Yeah, just a lot of people. Basically, everyone inspires me in their own way. I'm sure if I look at everybody's profile, I'll be, just impressed by the dedication or whatever. Even if you're not posting, just as a human, I'm sure. I feel like we have a really good community where there are so many awesome people and you're all doing really good things. And this brings a certain kind of person too. I think it draws in a certain kind of person. So yeah, I think we're all pretty inspirational.
I agree.
Not me, but yeah.
Yes, you.
That was a long, convoluted answer to really just say everybody inspires me. Yeah.
Tell us something that you've learned from Tracy or from doing the method.
I have learned that consistency is key, as with everything in life, I think. I mean, if you want to master something, you have to be consistent with it. But also, like, go your own way, Fleetwood Mac. Like, you've got to kind of figure out your own path. Like, what works for one person doesn't necessarily work for the other. So for me, like, my path is very different than, your path or what some of the other people who do attain every day. Like, I don't do attain every day. I just don't do it. So, but it works for my body to do other things, that are like, I do beginner a lot and the cardio. So, yeah, I think I've learned from Tracy to like do what you feel is right in your body and to listen to your body first. So,
yeah, that's an excellent point.
Yeah.
Have you faced any challenges with doing the method?
I haven't, I mean, have I faced any challenges? I don't think I've faced any challenges. I mean, I think I've gotten frustrated when I've done what I felt like I should be doing and I wasn't seeing the kind of results that I thought I should see. But then when I like actually dialed it in and looked at my diet, I made some tweaks there. And I think at the end of the day, for me, like diet is huge. Hormones are huge. And so I kind of educated myself on that and looked elsewhere for that portion of it. But I mean, I just, you know, it's a workout. So I just treat it like my workout and I get in and I get out, get it done, you know? So, I don't know. Yeah, not really.
Okay. So if anyone has any questions, you can type them into the chat. I just want to make sure if there are any in there yet. I don't think so. Everyone is loving you though. Everyone thinks you're hot. You're amazing.
Okay.
There's a lot of drinking emojis.
There's yeah. Well, I mean, hello. Look who we're dealing with.
It is Ask Tamily Happy Hour. People
It
can
is,
post a question or they can post what they're drinking. And just keep thinking about your 2 truths and a lie.
Gosh. Okay. I'm going to think on that by myself. I'm going to have to go into my brain and think and really think after at least a glass and a half of wine.
What's your favorite wine?
Did you hear it, Nicole?
What's my favorite wine? I love Cedar Knoll. It is from Paul Ma's Vineyard. And in Napa. And it's just, I love it. It's like easy for me to drink. Everything's easy for me to drink. I'm kidding. I'm really not. But I can't drink Fireball anymore. No. My days in the bars like just ruined me for that. So cheers to you, Suzanne. I know. I know. I like that. I like unfiltered. I like natural wines a lot. So I just like wine a lot. Wine and tequila. I like tequila too.
Did we meet at a wine tasting? Was that the first moment that we met?
I think we did. Yeah. Our relationship is based on wine and Tracy Anderson method.
Right.
Yeah, we'll drink to that. Yeah.
Cheers.
Okay, I'm
so
gonna think about my
question for you from the chat. Meg would like to know, you look great. How did you change your diet to see results?
Well, I found out I had a gluten allergy, intolerance, I guess. I found out I shouldn't be eating soy. Jen Felice actually helped me a lot with this. And then Jamila helped me with too, like with just what I should and shouldn't be eating for my hormones. And then I went to a specialist. So, I went to a specialist, and I guess I just eliminated a lot of things, and carbs are good sometimes for me, but not all the times. Like I get rashes and other weird, I'm highly allergic to a lot of things. So I kind of just had to just eliminate, like do the kind of elimination diet and see. So that helped me a lot. And just kind of learning what my trigger foods were for the reactions. So, and I did start, I know Tracy doesn't like this, but I started intermittent fasting and I love it. It works for me.
What is your routine around that?
What is what?
What's your routine with it? Like, what are your times and everything?
So I typically fast for 16 hours. Like I do 16-8.
Okay.
And it just works. I don't know, for me. Like I'm a big coffee person, as you know. And I just have my coffee until, you know, whatever time it is for me to eat. And then I do my workout completely fasted. Like I can't, I mean, I have my coffee, but that's it. And it's been great for my hormones. Like I keep a close watch on that. So, and I'm tested constantly, like much to everyone's chagrin. Like I'm constantly, like I love seeing that, you know, the blood work and everything. So, So yeah, I don't know. I love it. It works for me.
Aggie has a question for you, which is, what are some of the most important lessons you feel you've learned over the course of your life?
Oh, wow.
Yes, the questions. It's great.
Okay. Yeah. Most important question or most important lessons. I mean, when someone shows you who they are the first time, believe them. That's a big lesson that I've learned, that I learned early on, Maya Angelou. Or when somebody shows you who they are the first time, believe them. But also, like, trust with an open heart. I think everybody deserves a chance, and like, lead with kindness. I don't know.
Those are pretty damn good.
I don't know if those are helpful at all. And again, Fleetwood, go your own way. Like, always, people, I feel like there are so many people, especially with social media these days, like, looking for acceptance or looking for whatever. And that's why, like, I love social media. Like, it's great to connect, but I also am not looking for anyone's approval other than, like, my own and my family's, and that's it. I really don't care what anybody else thinks of me. And like, not at all. So know your worth is what my dad always said to me, and I do know my worth, and I don't need anybody else to tell me, don't need anybody else to tell me that. So I think there you go.
Very good. Nicole said something about dogs.
Oh, dogs. Who likes dogs?
Oh, yeah.
Dogs. Yeah. What about dogs? Do I have any dogs? I have dogs. Yes. Yeah.
Why don't you tell us about your dogs, Jenny?
Oh, I thought you'd never ask. I have dogs. I have 8 dogs currently. We lost one just last month for our Freddie boy, the professor. But we just were actually with our vet last week, and she had an elderly dog that had been in a kill shelter for a really long time, and then finally she got the dog out of there, and now and thought it would be a decent fit for us. Like, she's not a really great looking, super appealing dog for other people, but we take all the misfits, and so we have a new dog now. So we have 8 dogs. They're all rescues, obviously, and we have tons of we have purebred. I have complete mutts, whatever. So I'm the dog dealer, and I'm the rescue dealer. If you need a dog, I'm your gal. Contact me. I can find you any purebred. People always say, "Oh, I want a purebred dog." There are no purebreds in the shelters. Yes, there are, and I can find them for you. I promise. So, yeah, huge into animal rescue. So that's my jam.
Yeah, that's our special fact about Jenny. So everyone can contact her about rescuing dogs.
Contact me any hours.
If you're going to be in the Charleston area sometime after this virus is over,
just come on over.
Hang out with.
Yes, exactly. I like the hangouts for sure. So, yeah. And I love showing people Charleston and what an amazing place it is. So if anybody's in Charleston, you better let me know that you're coming. So I'll take you everywhere.
Yes, definitely. So are you ready for your 2 truths and a lie yet?
Oh, gotta think about it. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna write them down while you're talking. You can talk to me.
Okay, all right. Well, let me find you another question that we can, maybe an easy question that we can ask you.
I want to know who third base BW is, and they said Jenny on Grown Up. Do we know that person?
What is this?
Jenny's. Someone in the chat named Third Base BW says Jenny all grown up. Do you know who that is?
I don't think I do. But I mean, Third Base. Oh my God! It might be my ex Brock Ward. Are you on here, Brock Ward? That would be interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a friend still. Actually, I can use him as one of my Hold on. Let's see. Let me think about this. Okay. Okay.
I like this idea of writing down the 2 truths.
Well, I was, yeah. Otherwise, it's just going to be, okay. Okay. Boom.
You have them now? Ready?
Wait. These aren't going to be as interesting as like, let's see. Okay, wait.
You way underestimate your interestingness.
Well, I mean, yeah, okay. I have to think about one thing. Hold on.
Okay.
This is my thinking face. Okay.
My drink is almost empty.
Okay, I'm ready. Is it really? I have a backup. I'm ready.
Well, I have bottles of stuff nearby.
Oh, good.
So, once you finish that drink, are you ready?
Yep. Okay. I have 7 piercings.
Okay.
I have 6 tattoos.
Okay.
My brother met his wife through my ex-boyfriend.
Okay. All right. So we want everybody to guess.
Yeah.
7 piercings, 6 tattoos, and your brother met his wife through your ex-boyfriend, who we think is watching this interview.
Yeah.
I can't believe you think you're uninteresting.
I mean, I don't even think those are that interesting.
They totally are.
Okay, good. My first ones would have been better had I not blown it.
That's true. Okay, so people in the chat need to guess what the lie is. So Emily's guessing that the 6 tattoos is a lie, but don't tell anybody yet. Okay, we'll let a few more people guess. Let me ask you something else, and then we'll come back to that.
Okay.
What would be your advice to someone that's new to the Tamily and the method?
New to the Tamily and the method. Okay. I mean, for me, again, not what Tracy advises typically, but I would say start slow on, like, with the workouts, definitely. I mean, I think you can stay in beginner for a while and still get pretty good results. And the other thing for me, I don't watch the breakdown ever, because I think it depends on what kind of person you are too, though. I don't like to know what I'm going into. Like, I like going in blind, because otherwise there's too much buildup and there's too much, like, I get in my head too much. So I just like going in and, like, you know, having everything kind of be a surprise and organic, whatever. But I think not thinking about it too much is just like, when you decide to do it, just do it. Don't like I remember when I was going to start, I think I was like, or kind of when I'm starting anything, I like to research things. I like to have, you know, everything kind of laid out with a perfect plan and whatever. And I think that is prohibitive sometimes, because, you know, you get in your own head and you're like, oh my gosh, like, everything has to be this perfect situation. I have to have this room and you know, whatever. And you really don't. Just start. So.
Yeah, that's an excellent point.
Potentially.
Definitely. Okay, let's see. So another person thinks the tattoos are a lie. Meg thinks the piercings are a lie. And Meg wanted to know what I'm drinking, so I'm going to let her know it's Honey Jack Daniels, Fireball, and, like, the tiniest little splash of Diet 7-Up.
Little splash.
And I'm about to make another one. So, mostly the guesses are the tattoos. Nicole, what is your guess?
Well, my first guess was 7 piercings, because I wasn't considering the ears. I was like, there's no way that Jen has piercings like other place.
Okay, so I believe the ex-boyfriend something is married to your brother, but I think that you have 6 tattoos. I think I'm going to say the piercings also. Tell us, what's the truth and what's the lie?
I do not have 7 piercings.
Okay.
I do have tattoos. And my ex did introduce my brother to his wife through his new girlfriend, I think, or something. Yeah. but it all worked out. It's great. Yeah.
Oh. And now he's watching your interview. It's like
we're still we're friends. I'm friends with all my exes somehow. That's
amazing.
The way I roll. It's good. Yeah. So.
Okay, so I need to pour another drink.
Okay, please do.
And
I'm at the end of my white pretty much, so I have my red there right here. Don't worry. Yeah.
We're right at the half of the interview too. Isn't that amazing?
Right.
I poured way too much.
Well, look at I'm there with you.
But it tastes like honey. It is really good.
Yeah.
This will be the commercial in the middle of our interview for this alcohol. Okay. So can you tell us, well, we know where you live, which is Charleston, and it's a fantastic city. But can you tell us what you do?
So I have a software development company. So we build apps and, websites, stuff like that. But currently I am opening drive-through coffee shops in the Southeast. So yay, coffee. Yeah.
Do you want to tell us what they're called?
Lodi Coffee. It's just going to be Lodi. So.
And are any of them open yet?
They are not open. We are we're getting ready to start before this, we were getting ready to start our demo and renovation of our location in North Charleston here. Got a little bit sidetracked on that from this stuff, but and then we have one in downtown Charleston that's we're in permitting for that now, so so it's happening. It's just a little bit of a stall for this while the world figures out what's going on.
Right. Yeah, sometimes in interviews I forget that the virus is going on.
I know, because you've been trucking on through. Suzanne has been working tirelessly, you guys watching, the whole time, helping organize all this stuff for her company and just doing all the things. She hasn't taken a break at all. So
I take breaks for interviews.
You take breaks for the interviews, but yeah.
Usually I work out.
I know. Yeah, your workouts have been.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully soon.
Yes.
It's gonna be, you'll be getting back.
So Meg wants to know, with the name of your coffee place, does it have to do with Lodi, California?
So it has to do with Lodi, New Jersey, which is where my husband's family's from. They're from New York and New Jersey, and Lodi is obviously in Italy. So they snagged that name from Italy when everybody came over. So we named it after that.
Oh, cool.
But there is a song, Lodi, too.
Okay.
And there's Lodi, California.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when all this madness is over, you'll have to let us know about the openings of your coffee places. I
will definitely let you know. You'll have to come down for the opening.
Absolutely.
Good.
What is something important to you that you would like the Tamily to know?
Oh gosh. I mean, I think we've already touched on it, but the only thing I can think of is animal rescue is super important to me. Dogs are super important to me, animals in general. And just kind of, that's like my life's mission, I think, is, saving as many animals as I can. So, just animal rights, animal welfare, and, just doing all I can to get as many dogs, cats, bunnies, everything out of, the shelters or in, terrible situations. So again, I'm your girl for that. So
what's the most number of animals that you've had at once?
I think we've had 11 at one time, where we were like fostering and we had our you know, we normally have like 8 or 9 that actually belong to us. So
it's really amazing, Jenny. It's like I have 2 and I can barely handle it.
Yeah, it's definitely weird and crazy, I guess, but I'm so used to it that it's like it's weird if we don't have kind of a house full of dogs. And you know, I have a feral cat community that I support in Charlotte still. So yeah, animals are kind of just awesome.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
The music seems to be getting louder.
Is it really?
It does. It's okay. It's just I was wondering if someone was like starting the party.
I'm starting a party. I think because it was John Mellencamp. He just felt like, you know, really getting it out there. Right. So being loud. Yes. Yeah.
So what is your favorite thing about the method?
The fact that I can do it anywhere. Like, I love the fact that I can take it with me anywhere. I love the fact that, like, you know, I've met so many awesome people, which wasn't originally even a part of I mean, I was in the chat, like there was a connection and community earlier, but I mean, definitely just the accessibility we have to each other. And, you know, I think just that I can take it anywhere is the biggest thing. You know, like I'm still, or I still am a member at a gym, and I go to the gym to do this. Like, I just plop myself down in the yoga room, and the heat's up, and it's Charleston, so it's already humid. I mean, it's, you know, 1,000,000 degrees. So it's like my own. I actually have the floors, but I don't have them installed in my Charleston house. They're actually in storage, which is terrible, but whatever. But I don't ever, I've used them. Like, I used them in my hot house in Charlotte, but I don't know. I like going to the gym and doing it. And I've actually had so many people. There was a lady in Charlotte, when I was in the gym who saw me doing it, and she stopped me and asked me what I was doing. And I told her about it. And she's like, my son, he's overweight. He's really young, but he's like embarrassed to work out or go to the gym. He was like, is this something? She's like, are you streaming this? And I was like, yeah. She didn't say streaming. She's like, are you watching this on whatever? And I told her about it, and I saw her later, and she told her, like, you know, weeks later, and she told me that she had started him streaming, like her son, her young son. And he had been embarrassed about working out, you know, in front of, I guess, his peers. So we're going to a gym where it's like a bunch of older, you know, people. So I thought that was an awesome kind of moment. So I don't know. Some people think it's weird to do it in the gym, but I've had people join me. I've had people give me weird looks, but that always happens to me anyway. So I don't. Right. So yeah,
I think it's liberating.
Yeah, I'm like, whatever. But yeah, so I think that's it.
Yeah. So right now, do you do attain, fundamental, start, or a combination? And what's your routine?
So mine now, prior to, like, you know, a month ago, is a little different just because my schedule completely shifted. But then I would do like a pretty early, like a 6 a.m. Beginners start, whatever, and then cardio. That's kind of like my formula the majority of the time. I also would do the intermediate arms or full intermediate some days. And then I would do sometimes, like, if I had time, I would do the arms from all of them and then do the legs from beginner. I get highly inflamed, again, like I was a gymnast forever. So I have to, like, watch what I could do, like, before and not get puffy compared to what I can do now is completely different. So I just got super puffy when I used to be religious about doing, you know, master class like every single day. And that just wasn't a good fit for me. So yeah, I go back and forth. Right now it's different. Like, now I've been doing more of the longer classes just because I have much more time. But yeah, my formula is kind of like whatever I feel like,
Mhm.
as long as I'm moving, like, 6 days of the week.
That's good.
Mhm.
So we have someone watching us who's a long had friend, Aga Workout. And she said hello to all of us. And she said, why is everyone wearing black? But it's beautiful.
For me, Aga, okay, she's probably saying that because she always gives me shit about wearing black all the time. But it's my heart color. I love it, and I'll never change.
Well, thank you for joining us, Aga. I'm not sure if she's watched many other interviews. Jenny.
Well, Aga's one of my girls. Aga's one of my besties.
Yeah.
So,
a lot of people to watch us.
She probably felt like she had to. Yeah.
She also said she doesn't give you shit.
She does. All the time. I have text messages to prove, actually.
Nicole, are you saying something?
I said, August said shit.
Yeah, I have a really potty mouth. But Aga does. Aga never is. She's not like that.
Not all the time. Occasionally you can bring it out in her.
Yeah, exactly. Occasionally. Okay, I've moved on to red now. My white is officially gone. It's happened.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. I am disappointed in the amount of split ends I have, even though I've really not even styled my hair this entire time. Personal problems, but whatever.
Yeah, I've had
It's an observation.
My hair on top of my head this entire time, and I spray it black every day. Have no doubt.
Literally, I
the gray
goes
to here.
Spot here with my spray, but whatever. It's okay.
Well, you look like sun-kissed and gorgeous.
No, well, I've definitely been in the sun. I mean, because what else am I going to do? I've just been walking dogs and
right, walking 8 dogs all day.
Yeah, just walking the dogs. That's all. So, yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me ask you another question.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Who would you like to see featured in a future Ask Tamily interview?
Oh gosh. Well, now I should have done some more homework and see. I've watched some. I watched Jody. I remember Jody's. She's great. Who would I like to see? I mean, I think Lauren, Aga, Jen Felice is so interesting and has like so much knowledge too. Like she's a super smarty pants. Has Natalia done it? That's my poo shoe. So in my Vitality Week, Natalia, in Florida, what's her handle? Can't remember, but I have so many dogs that like. Do you remember?
I think it's Natalia Tam is her handle.
Maybe, yeah. So I went to one entire day of Vitality with dog shit on my shoe, and Natalia was behind me, and the entire time she didn't say a word in her whole experience at the Vitality Day. And we were like so close to each other. I was like kicking her in the face with my poo shoe. And at the end of the day, she says, Jenny, I think you have dog shit on your shoe.
Oh my God.
It was the worst. So
that's crazy.
She could tell her side. Yeah. Kristen is great. I don't know. Like so many people. I want to hear from everyone.
Oh yeah, we definitely
should just interview everyone.
Yeah, we'll try. I mean, you're the 91st one.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
We'll add everybody to the
Working
list.
your way through. Yeah.
So Emily has a question for you.
Okay.
What was your first job that you got a real paycheck for?
Like money or an actual, like, I got like I started babysitting when I was like 10. I think that's illegal, but I did.
Right.
That's not a real paycheck, I guess. I worked in a bar I've been like,
That was like babysitting and then in a bar?
just like straight. I went straight for it. Just like, yeah. I worked in oh my God, I started working so young. I've had like so many jobs. I think my first was I like went straight to like working in a restaurant, like,
Okay.
waiting tables.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. August says you were a sexy bartender.
August says that?
Oh.
Yeah. I didn't bartend at first. I started being a respectable waitress.
It's good to know.
Yeah, definitely. Not that bartending's not respectable. It's totally respectable. Totally kidding.
Right. But
speaking for
it's
myself.
alcohol, so
Yeah.
yeah.
I think I was also like I was a camp counselor. Yeah. I'm trying to think of any other. I don't know. So many jobs. Oh, I think I was a cashier too. Yeah, I was a cashier. We've done it all. Done it all, kids. Mm-hmm.
Now a barista.
Yeah. I'm actually not a barista. I'm training to be a barista. Trust me, it's not as easy as it looks. Thank God I have people who know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Because I don't. But I'm working on it. Yeah.
Nicole, did you ask her something?
Yeah, where did you grow up?
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in a small town called Taylorsville, North Carolina. It's like in the foothills of North Carolina, like literally super small. Yeah, near the mountains. Great place. Super great childhood. Fun times.
When did you move to Charleston?
So we've been coming down. So we used to flip houses, and so I think probably like 17 years ago or something, I started coming down here, and then I grew up coming to Charleston actually, but then I started coming down here, and then we started looking for a place maybe like 15 years ago, and found a place to kind of like completely renovate. And so we were kind of like going back and forth from Charlotte, North Carolina to Charleston, and then we sold that place and then got another place, and whatever as flippers do. And then we just became like, full-time here pretty much like, I don't know, 3 months ago, really.
Okay.
So, but we've spent the majority of the time here for the last like 10 years, basically. Charlotte was work, and then Charleston was fun. So was living.
Yeah.
So Charlotte's great too, though. I love Charlotte so much, and I miss it, but yeah.
Well, you can come visit me, and we can go.
I will come visit you. Yeah. Like all my friends, I have so many friends still in Charlotte. So, and you moved just when I'm like on my way out.
Yeah, so rude.
And Amanda's, I had another one of our friends who's at our Vitality too, was in my neighborhood actually. So yeah, terrible timing, but whatever.
Wow.
Yeah, everybody can come here and visit, or I'll come there.
Yeah, anyone that hasn't been to Jenny's house, you should go.
We're coming out.
And she throws good parties too.
I love to throw a party. That's true.
Meg has another question for you, which is, what are your 6 tattoos?
Oh gosh. Okay. Oh, I have a lovely tramp stamp that I got super young. I have a tribal sign. It's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
I have a star on my foot. I have my last name on my ankle. Again, I try to keep these just as classy as I possibly can. I have an anchor on my forearm because my husband and I started a biking, like actual bicycles, beach cruiser gang here, and we thought it would be really cool to get a anchor tattoo.
Fun.
Sober. We did that. Yeah. I have a quote, the one you feed, on my forearm. And then I have 2 arrows on my hip.
Okay.
Is that it? Am I at 6? I think I am. Yeah. Yeah. Again,
That's 6.
classy.
Are you talking, Nicole?
Yes, I'm trying to.
Okay.
I'm a little tipsy. They have on your forearm, it says the one you feed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That has stuck with me, and I don't have it. Like, I came home from Charleston, and I wrote that down, and it was on my computer. Like, my desktop computer from work is sitting here in front of me. That got my heart. The one you feed.
Oh, that's so awesome. Yeah, I kind of love that one.
Yeah.
Pretty popular now because of like social media, but yeah, it's always been something that you know, good and evil. There's 2 wolves living inside of us. Which wolf survives? And the answer is the one you feed.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there you go. Deep thoughts.
It is deep.
Mm-hmm.
This has been a deep interview and at moments a shallow interview, but it's been lovely.
Cheers to that. Yeah.
So we have 9 minutes left.
Okay.
And we will be cut off promptly with no warning.
Rude.
So why don't you tell us how you get and stay motivated to work out regularly?
Okay. I mean, I think I just do it because there's no other option. Like, if I don't work out, I'm a hot mess. Like, I can't think or like process, and definitely no one wants to be around me. Ask everyone. All the hearts, people, I see it. Yeah. Jerks. Yeah, it's true. Like, I'm a total mess. Like, I'm completely moved by, like, I need music in my life. Like, I need movement. I need all that. And more than any kind of like physical reward that I get, like physical as far as aesthetics, appearance, I have to have like a mental release, or I just go crazy, like crazier than I already am. So yeah, without it, there's too much like pent up everything to even just, to even be around people. That's my motivation. It's for others. I do it for others.
That's good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
I don't know if that's a question. There's like a whole paragraph about. Okay. So no other questions in the chat. If anyone has a question, please type it in. We're definitely running low on time. You've been a fantastic interview, Jenny, and I knew you would be. I would like to remind everyone this has been Tamily Happy Hour and Ask Tamily Happy Hour. So if you want to participate in our giveaway, you need to post a picture or a video with your favorite beverage, with the hashtag Ask Tamily Happy Hour, and you'll go in the drawing. But we want to ask Jenny a couple more things. Can you tell us what it was like to meet Tracy?
I mean, I said hello to Tracy, but I didn't really like talk to Tracy. I don't think there were a lot of people around Tracy, so I'm sure it was. It was great. She's like super. I mean, her energy is fantastic. I didn't spend like personal time with her, but it also wasn't important to me, and it was important to other people. So she definitely like works the room and is like super cool and like gracious with everyone. And it was great. Like, Vitality was literally just so wonderful, and such a great experience that I mean, I'll always remember that like time. I mean, she's like she's a force, so she's great. I like to just like appreciate her for like her artistry and like her what she gives, and I just take that in, and it's awesome.
So we are again running out of time, but we have 2 questions in the chat I want to make sure we ask you. Emily said, how is your skin so glossy and gorgeous?
Oh, well, I don't think, this is highlighter. It's like a bronzer. So I think that's probably what it is. It's definitely not. And also I'm probably a little oily right now because it's hot in Charleston. I think that's the thing. Yeah.
Well, you look. And Katie would like to know, what's your favorite food and what's your favorite wine?
Favorite wine, again, I'm pretty open. I'm pretty just, flexible with my wine. I do like my Napa Cabs. I like Bordeaux's. I like natural wines. I'm super into natural wines now. I just like wines. Favorite food, I mean, we're so spoiled living in Charleston. I mean, I could eat at the Ordinary every day. Seafood, like Rappahannock is a place here. Like oysters, I eat my weight in oysters, is going up as we're in, quarantined, because I'm ordering them every day. But I love cheese. I love cheese like so much. I love food. I hate potatoes. That's a weird. I hate potatoes. Hate.
I love
texture. So gross. Can't do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, I'm there with you at the Ordinary, sitting at that bar. We gotta do it.
There's nothing quite like it. There's really not.
Yeah. As
Can't wait
soon
to
as
do
this bullshit is over,
that.
meet at the Ordinary.
Meet me at the Ordinary. That's gonna be it. Yeah. Hashtag.
Yeah.
Hashtag that.
Meet me at the Ordinary. That's what I was just gonna say.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Well, we are going to get cut off in a minute. Before that happens, is there anything else you would like to say to the Tamily while you have this audience?
Thanks for being here with us. Thanks for listening to me and my ramble. I told Suzanne, like, I don't know why you want to talk to me, but I mean, but it's been fun, and I love all you guys. It's really fun knowing that we're all working out together. I do love that. And I mean, I think it's great that we're all on the same path and keep doing cool things, people.
Yeah. And you've been a super fun interview. And I'm going to have to let you know how many views you have on YouTube because you are definitely interesting. So let's cheers to your interview.
Cheers. It's been so much fun.
Yes, thank you so much. And everyone, post your picture or your video with the hashtag AskTamilyHappyHour, and we'll put everyone into a drawing. And Jenny, thank you so much for being our 91st.
Thank you, Suzanne.
You're so fun.
I'll see you soon.
Wait to see you when this is over.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Love you.
Love you. Thanks. And bye, Nicole.
Bye, Nicole. Bye, everyone watching. Thank you.
Thank you.